I needed that nap. Wait a minute, Trump won the presidency? PewDiePie is a Nazi? Bill Paxton died?
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
How long did I nap? I hate military time. Hey there, hi there, ho there, Andrew here, and since it's now April, I guess I gotta go binge watch the rest of season 7's The Walking Dead. Several hours later. Okay, Daryl Dixon's gotta die already. I mean, what has he accomplished so far? What is the point of having him in this season, and what is he doing? Why do they still have this character around still?
Merchandising.
Fair enough. I mean, I get it, Daryl's a popular character and all, but is he really worth keeping around for storytelling purposes? As far as I see it, Daryl is basically The Walking Dead's version of Wolverine. I mean, he kicks butt, he looks good while doing it, and anybody that picks up a crossbow feels like they're Daryl. Much along the lines, everybody always thinks that they've got claws, and they are Logan.
Snickty, snoring.
What he's doing is imitating Wolverine's berserker attack with his adamantium claws.
You know you've done it too, and basically all I'm saying is I feel the only way that they're going to end things with Daryl in the Walking Dead universe is basically to rip off the story of Logan and Old Man Logan of the Wolverine series. Just imagine, instead of seeing Logan with Laura X-23 protecting Professor X, we get a chance to see Daryl with little ass kicker Judith protecting a feeble Rick. So let me, your humble internet friend, go ahead and treat you to an eye that I've been running by some very influential authors that actually know how to kill people. I call the book Killing Dixon. Yeah, that's a pretty cool cover actually. I worked on that myself. What? You can't kill Daryl. If Daryl dies, people are going to riot, right? No, people will not riot. In fact, people have rioted for a lot more stupid things in this world, to include their city winning a championship. But what will happen if Daryl dies? Merchandising sales will drop. And that is the only thing that basically Daryl's got going for him. As long as people want to go have an angel wings on their t-shirts or on the back of their vest or sweater or a shirt that has Norman Reedus' face on it, yeah, Daryl's gonna stay alive. But before I say how I think that he should die, let me go ahead and explain the reasons why he should die in the first place. Let's take a look at his track record on the show. I mean, this guy is supposed to actually be a master tracker, right? I mean, could he find his brother Merle? No, actually they didn't find Merle until they met up with the governor. And could the master tracker find Sophia, which was Carol's daughter? No, they didn't find Sophia until they got to Herschel's farm. So what about Beth? You know, because Daryl and Beth were together and she got kidnapped while she was with Daryl, so kudos on that one. Did he find Beth? No, actually the group comes across her in the hospital that's run by the police. So is he really a good tracker? And I would have to say that the track record on this tracker sucks. And not only that, how did the storyline end for those three? I mean, it didn't end very well for Merle, and it didn't end well for Sophia and Beth. Yeah, Beth didn't turn into a walker, but she got her head blown off. I don't think that's any better. Oh yeah, and not to mention, basically Daryl loses his cool when Abraham goes head on with Lucille. And what happens? Yeah, Glenn dies. Yes, chalk that up to Daryl. I don't care if Maggie says it's not his fault. It's his fault. The same rule applies to if a bartender keeps on serving somebody alcohol over and over and over, then they leave, go and run over somebody. It's the bartender's fault for keep on serving them, right? Same thing applies here. It is his fault. There really is only one good story that involves Daryl that I enjoyed, and that was with Joe and the Claimers, and which actually that sounds like a 1980s band. But how did that end? Well, it ended with more weight actually being on Rick and what he would do to save Carl, not really on Daryl. And it kind of ended with Rick saying, "You're my brother." I know that was really bad. That was a bad impersonation. But no matter what, there was no character development for Daryl. It was more about Rick. He's basically the redneck Legolas. Is it Legolas? Legolas? Lego my ego? What is his name? My goodness! Orlando Bloom actually does look like Daryl Dixon. So my point is, do we get deep storylines with the other characters out there? Yes, we have. We've seen plenty of deep character development with Carol. Not to mention, have we had a lot of character development for Morgan, and Morgan has been on the show a fraction of the time of Daryl. Daryl should be getting strong storylines left and right, but I actually think that's the point. I think the less amount of storylines that there are out there, the more chance that people actually can go ahead and imprint themselves into Daryl's position. So exactly how does Mr. Mr. Dixon get it, in my opinion. Like I said before, he gets killed by Negan. But the reason behind this is it would make Negan an even more hated character than he already is, and it is the best exit for Daryl. Merle and Daryl Dixon were created strictly for the TV show. They are not in the comic book universe at all, and Merle goes ahead and dies at the hands of the governor, so why wouldn't Daryl, his little brother, get killed off by the next biggest bad, Negan? I personally think it would be a great run for Norman Reedus on the series. He could go ahead, do other projects that he wants to do. It is a win-win situation for everybody. I want you to think about this. Is there anybody else in the Walking Dead universe that should be able to take out Daryl besides Negan? I would say that if Daryl dies at the hands, or should I say teeth, of a walker, yeah, maybe then we can riot. So my question to you is, how should Daryl Dixon die? I mean, what would be a fitting way for Norman Reedus to go ahead and exit the show? If you like the video, go ahead and tap that like button so I know what topics to talk about. Share with all your friends in all forms of social media. Don't forget to subscribe so you get notified the moment I upload, and I will see you in the next video.